So while I have left this car to steam for a while, and I have to continue now trying to scrape up. So this is the material I use. I can elongate it by pressing the button and make it longer. I can make it shorter depending on what I want to do or how I want to use it. Now I make it longer because also I'm going to start pushing away the snow that is built up on the roof of the car with it, and also to the windscreen. So now it is longer. Then I can be able to push out the snow from the other, I mean, at the other end of this car, and then this is what I'm doing. So like it is something that is very it is very functional. It is very okay for me to use because I don't have to go around the car each time. I can walk from one side of the car to the other by trying to elongate this brush, and then it can go to the other end of the car. So this is what I'm doing. I can use it very comfortably, and then it is something that I saw it in the shop, and then I was so happy to find this kind of material, and then I bought it, and then since then it has been working magic for me, doing a lot of job, helping me to brush off the snow with it. So this you have to see the consideration I showed about the number of cars that are parked in the street is because of the fact that you can look behind me by the right side there. You can see this lock of garages that I showed in the previous video. So these are the garages that obviously this size of car that you are seeing right there, this is an American car, and it is long, it is huge. So those garages were built in 1945. I mean, this house was built in 1945 when the size of the cars were, the popular size of car were the Maurice Minor, the Beetle, and then the Mini. So those were the cars that were in vogue at that time. So today the technology of cars has improved, and the cars are no longer as compact as it used to be. So this kind of car is not designed to fit in those garages. So this is why probably, and even if it does, it's not possible that all the cars that you see here is not because everybody cannot afford to have those kind of local garages. They can, but definitely it may not be enough for everybody because there are thousands on thousands of cars registered and then on the road every year. So they cannot possibly have a local garage that will accommodate all of them. So people have to put their cars by the street. So this car, for now, we have to stay in the street, and there's nothing I can do about it, and it is not a problem because if I have to drive this car into one of those garages, I will need about 1 foot at the rear side of it to enable me close up the door, and I will need another 1 foot by each side of the driving mirror for safety driving in and driving out into the garage, which I am sure is not possible because those garages are smaller. So this is why I may not be able to, even if I have the money, I cannot be able to afford those local garages. For now, I'm so comfortable keeping this car in the streets, and that is okay. All I have to do is that I wake up in the morning, I do this little cleaning, which everybody does. All the owners of these cars you see line up here, every one of them, all the drivers have to wake up and do this kind of job even before they drive out. So which is okay, it's not a problem at all. So the I cannot be able to keep the engine running for the period I have to do the cleaning. Sometimes I'll switch it off in between because I have to save the petrol as well. Because if, for example, I have placed about 50 euros petrol into my car, and then I have to spend a lot of minutes, like 15 minutes, to warm up the engine. So, and that 15 minutes is the same amount of time it takes me to get to wherever I want to walk. So it doesn't make sense. So these are the periods, these are the time that I decide that okay, I go by public transport. The next bus stop is just like 20 or 30 meters from here, and then about 15 minutes to the train station, whichever direction I want to take. I mean, depending on the direction I want to go. So that is it. So right now, what I'm still doing is, like you can see, I'm trying to scrape off the glasses. I'm trying to make sure that I put more attention on the windscreen, or I mean the front windscreen of the car, because that is where the security of driving lies. So I have to scrape up the glasses, make sure that it is perfectly okay. I can be able to improve on, I mean, enhance on my visibility, enhance on the visibility from, I mean, from inside when driving, so that to avoid any accident. So the front windscreen has to be okay. So this is why I have spent much time trying to get it correctly done, and at the same time I have to take a lot of care in making sure that there are some of these sensitive components that are connected with the wiper and the nozzles that spread water to the windscreen. I have to be very careful so that I don't get them broken. And there are also some kind of air conditioning equipment that is installed below these wipers. So those kind of components have to be treated gently so that they will not be damaged. So these are the things that I have to take into consideration when trying to clean up the car, and use this kind of material by pushing and pushing, and I don't have to do that like violently. So I have to be very careful in doing that. So this is the situation. So people like that, you can see this kind of garages now by the other side of the street. So these are the garages I'm talking about. So these garages are not designed to accommodate cars of this kind of length. So this is why, even if it does, it costs money, and I think I'm rather spending that money on something else, and keep the car in the street. So that's it. So today, the cars, I mean, the amount of snow is not very much. The attention is focused on the windscreen only, and then the driving, I mean, the window mirrors, I mean, the window glasses, to enable me look back and then look left and right. So I have to clean the the windows and then the front windscreen, and then that is it. Once that is done, then I think I'm fine. The remaining job is to allow the car to allow the engine to heat up for at least 5 or 10 minutes before then I can put it on the road. So that's it. Because actually it is not nice, because if especially during the month of January and February, if the police are always on the lookout of people who drives with a heap of snow on top of their cars, which is not good. So the police can pull the person aside, and then you get a ticket for that. So you have to like have time to be able to have a shovel, have like, I mean, like you have to have a spade in the boot of your car. You have to have this kind of brush. It doesn't take you so much time to push them away before then you can begin to drive. So to be, I mean, to stay safe, and then to save other people's life as well. So this is the situation, and like as I said, the petrol is expensive, and we have to save money as well. You have to uh, contribute to the aspect of carbon emission by not putting too much of your time of the car on the road. Like if you consider the price of the petrol, like if I buy super petrol, it costs me about €1.98, which is approximately €2, and then the premium petrol is about, I mean, the premium 92 is about €2 and 8 cents, and the diesel is about €2 and 8 cents. So this is like it is huge, because if I buy that kind of amount of petrol into the car, and I'm spending too much of it by trying to spend about 15 to 20 minutes, if it is like in the month of February, I have to heat the car up for 15 minutes. It's huge, and then the significant amount of the petrol will be gone by the time the engine is actually warm for me to drive. So it takes time. So these are the kind of time that I prefer to abandon the use of the car, and go by public transport, rather than spending my time walking and brushing and heating up the car. I just go by public transport, which is more convenient, and then forget about the car. But today the weather is not very bad, and I can just do this for the purpose of demonstrating what drivers, I mean, demonstrating the ordeal of drivers during the months of winter here in Finland. So you can see right now I have cleaned up the body and everything is okay. I have to return the brush back into the trunk of the car. This is why I keep it. So like this brush that you see here. Now you can see this is like this is a scraper that is made with a plastic that is like razor shaped. So this plastic is very, very convenient and very friendly to the glass. Do not damage the glass. So with this I'm able to scrape the ice that is deposited on the glasses, I mean, on the windscreen, without causing any damage to it. So the other end of it is like you can see it's made of this kind of fiber nylon that can be very soft, and then at the same time it is used in pushing away the ice or the snow on top of the car without causing any damage to the body of the car. So the other side of it is also like a scraper. It's made of a rubber that can enable me to clean up the glasses as well. It is flexible. I press the button at the center here, it can turn left or right depending on the direction I want to work with it. So it is telescopic because I can press a button and I have it stretched out to about 2 meters, so that it will enable me to stretch my hands across the roof of the car and do my job. That's it. Yeah, so the job is done. So the car is ready. So I thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and share and